Hi, this is Lou Serrano from LouSerranoMarketing.com here with this week's marketing and business development tip. And today I wanted to share a topic of discussion that has come up in the last few months as a professional magician, as a consultant, and a coach to other entertainers. People have brought up this topic, and that is people are still complaining about how the economy has still got them down, how business is still doing poorly. And I think that if you're complaining about the economy, that is because you've been in business for over 10 years and you still remember what it was like before the Great Recession, back in 2007 when everybody was doing fantastic. If you're not doing well today, the only thing that means, as far as I'm concerned, is that you are doing something wrong. That's right, you're doing something wrong, and it's probably the fact that you're probably still doing business the exact same way that you were back in 2007. And the world is a much different place than it was 8 years ago. People communicate in a much different way, they connect in a much different way. Back 8 years ago, modern technology, all of the mobile devices that people use, and all the social media that people use, most of that didn't even exist. Now people are constantly on their mobile devices, they're connecting with people through all this social media. And the fact is, if you really want to generate new business, you have to connect with people in the way that they want to connect. You got to find out, where is your target market? Where are they hanging out? What mobile devices are they using, and what technology are they using? If all of your clients, or I should say all of your prospects, your target market, is hanging out on LinkedIn, or if they're hanging out on Facebook or Twitter or on Snapchat or on Instagram, wherever it is, if you're not figuring out how to use those technologies to your advantage, you are missing out. Now you might say, well, social media is a big waste of time. Well, it is a big waste of time if you don't know what you're doing. Now, does that mean that everybody knows what they're doing? No, but you got to figure that out, right? It's like if you're a photographer and you're not on Instagram, something's wrong there. Instagram is all about photos. You got to be on Instagram. Figure out how to use that technology to get to your target market. There's websites these days that many entertainers can use to their advantage. A lot of providers of services can use something like Yelp, Yelp.com. If your target market is using Yelp to hire people like you, and you're not on Yelp, there's a big problem there. If you're an entertainer of any sort, a variety artist, a magician, you have things like Gig Salad, Gig Masters, Thumbtack, where people go and they hire entertainers. And you might say, well, I've used that, doesn't work. It doesn't work if you don't know what you're doing. If you figure out how to use those technologies to your advantage, they work phenomenally well. So figure out where your target market is at, embrace the new technology, embrace the way that people want to communicate, because you might be saying, well, I like that personal connection, right? I want to talk to people face to face in real life, or at least on the phone. But if your target market doesn't want to speak to you on the phone, if they just want to do things online, you better figure out how to connect with them and book your business online, right? You can't just say, well, that's not the way I want to do business. You can do that, but you're going to miss out on a huge portion of business. So figure out where your target market is hanging out, connect with them in the way that they want to connect, communicate with them the way that they want to communicate, and I guarantee you'll see your business grow. Everybody that I know that has embraced this new technology, this new way of doing business, is doing phenomenally well. They're doing much better than they were 8 years ago. So don't use the economy as a crutch or as an excuse for not doing well. It's not the economy, it's you. Till next time, this is Lou Serrano saying, go out, share your message, share your talent, share your expertise, and make a positive difference in the world.